welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and it's come to that point again. Lots of projects have been finished. They've sort of been waiting for me to do a quick review video just to show you guys what they look like finished, and I seem to have collected a few diamonds again. So I thought people do like the de-kitting videos, so let's do some more. So I have round diamonds from the Diamond Art Club that my daughter finished. I have diamonds from a Fan Sales painting that I did, from a Victoria's Moon painting that I did, and we've got some special diamonds, or the gem type diamonds, from a couple of mini projects. I've also got the square diamonds that I have left over from a Sophie's Beauty, from a set of 3 that I did. So I think we'll split this up again, so we'll have a round and a square, because I do deal with them both slightly differently, in the fact that with my square I do sometimes have diamonds for my Heaven and Earth designs, so I sort of split between my spares and my Heaven and Earth designs paintings. And then we have the round, which just goes straight into my spares. So we'll do this as a 2-parter. Let's go for the squares first, I think. There is more rounds, but with the squares there's also another little project that I want to do. So at the moment, any overflow for my Heaven and Earth designs, including all this glorious 310, go into this half-size photo box that I picked up on our visit to New York. I actually picked it up from Staples in New York. And then I have spares in pots. I have 3 pots above me with extra spares, and they're the ones that won't fit into my Heaven and Earth design containers. Well, for my birthday from work I got a cheese box. So it's a bit of a different type of box, but it is a little bit bigger and longer. So I thought I might see if I can use this to store some diamonds. Maybe adapt things a little bit for somebody that, you know, may not have, you know, storage photo boxes to hand. So I was thinking I would be able to get away with, let me work out what's the best way to do this. So I was thinking I'd be able to get away with like 2 rows that way. Or maybe I need to have a look at how many rows I can get away with this way. Okay, so I can't quite get away with a 4th, I don't think. Or maybe I can. I'm trying to keep them contained a little bit so that I'm not moving stuff about. No, I don't think, with me still having the foam for the gap, I don't quite think I'll get away with 4 and it sit right. So I think we're going to go with the 2, especially with it having the sort of rope handles stuck in there. So I think we'll just go with a straight line of 2, and I need to create sort of this centre partition that I use, so you get a bit of a double whammy video here. So where is my spare sheet of foam board? Let me pause you while I hunt it down. I am pretty sure I have one. Well, I'll come back and tell you either way. Okay, so I have less than I thought, but I think we can still make it work. So normally I would want this to go all the way to the depth of the board, but this is all that I have at the moment, so we're gonna make it work. So let's so I'm just getting a metal ruler that I've got, and I want to see roughly how high. About 3.5 inches we're working on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mark this well actually it's 3.5 from the bottom, because of course I sat this on the bottom of the box. I thought I had more, but I have a vision that I did give somebody some, and I've just realised that corner's damaged, so I'm going to measure from this side instead. I'm going to go for flush, and then I'm going to go for the 3.5 mark, because of course that's how I measured it from out of the box. And then, okay, so I'm just going to line my ruler up that way, and I'm just going to use, quite simply, my cutter. Foam board is quite easy to cut through. I don't so much mind anything happening to this mat, but what I've done is I've just cut through basically the foam board, and then because I haven't got my craft mat out because I'm impatient and it's hidden under some stuff, I'm just going to put my knife down and cut through the rest. So that gives me a board that is deep enough. In fact, that's probably ended up a bit too deep, so I think I'm going to have to shave a bit more off. Maybe I should have erred on the side of caution. I want the lid to be able to sit on it, you see. So we'll do that again. And I'm cutting through, ooh, apart from the fact I wasn't lined up against the ruler. Cutting all the way through, and then I'm going to bend it, and then I'm just going to trim down that last bit. I say that's just so that I don't have to get my craft board out. It's quite pliable stuff. At the end of the day, it just gives me something rigid, and I'll sort of go for that in between the two, and that can work for now. It's not worth going out and getting more foam board for the sake of this project, because all the craft stores are closed. So let's see how this works if I put in what I've already got in here. Let's see if it does work out as giving me more space. Not a lot more space. Maybe it'll be a matter of using the two of them, because that was all one side, and it's not as tall for my... Okay, so this isn't going to work as well as I thought it was, but hey, let's do this on a video as well. My card things are too tall. It's fine for the bags, but my card things are too tall for it as well. So what I think I'll do then is I will put these back in here. Oh, I'm getting all in a kerfuffle now, because it's not worked how I wanted it to. But I'm going to leave it in because that's what happens. I think I'm just going to use these for my use this box for my 310s. Maybe just use it to store something else. And now I can't even get these back in as much as I had them in before. They were squoze in before though. Get in! That was the problem. That's why I wanted another photo box. So maybe I'll just have to place an order with my craft company. But maybe whatever you use will work better for you. Okay, scratch that all. Let's start again. So, ignoring that little hiccup, let's pop these away. So, first thing I'm going to do is I did just end up keeping these in the order that I packed them up. They do move about, but I didn't find it was an issue. So I'm going to put these in number order, or at least roughly in number order. So we've got 100s, no 200s, no, oh, we've got a 300, 400, we've got any 5, 6s, we've got a 6, we've got more 400s, we've got 6s, we've got 7s, 8s, we have got 500s, see, I knew it'd happen. So I tend to go up to 9s and then keep the 3000s to the side. or in this case actually let's just keep them in the tub. Just because of desk space, I find it's a little bit easier. So that's a 6, 9, 7, 9, and they're all 3s or 3/8. So we'll move those to the side, and then I'll get out, firstly, I get out my Heaven and Earth Design tubs. So these are all in number order. I did manage to move the stickers onto my handle. So this is 151 to 601. So 159, that is a Heaven and Earth Designs, but it's too full, so that's going to need to go in a box. 168 is not there. 169 is, but again it's too full. So we've got 2 there that need to go in the box and 1 that will go in my spares. 318 is not there. 413, no. 414 is a yes. And again, it's too full, so that's going to need to go into my spares. And then 524, yes. I'll probably get a few in there. Not too many though. No, I'm not going to get them all in, so we'll put that up there after filling up the tub. And that's that tub, that's that case done. Next case is 603 to 905. So 648, nope. 647, no. So I don't need those 2. 700s, 712, no. 738, yes. So for this one I'll be able to put some more again in the tub, but I think they might, well, will they all fit? Oh, that's a push. But hey, they've all fit in that tub, so that one I can class as done. Peel off the label, because of course I don't need that anymore. And that can go out the way. 762, nope. 800s now. Do a little shuffle so they're in order. 822, no. 823, yes. So this is one I'm pretty sure I've got spares of, but I've obviously used some. So they can actually all fit in there. 823, and then 842. That is also one that I need, so I'm just tipping them straight in. I know some of the shading's off, but for this Heaven and Earth Designs it doesn't matter. So they're just all going in. I'll take the labels off those 2 if they want to come off. Giving me a little bit of jip. Me a little bit of hassle, but there's those 2 done. And then 900s, okay, so that's the 900s in order. We only go up to 905 in this one though, so we'll pop those 2 back. And then I'm going to pull up my next 2 cases. So the next one is 906 to 3712. So 927, nope. 928, no. 939 is a definite yes. I've used quite a few of those since I last filled it up, so we'll tip those ones straight in, and then I can always fill that up. I tend to just fill it up when I run out from my tub of spares here. Got quite a few 939s in there, but that's good because this painting the Heaven and Earth Designs painting uses a load. Okay, so that's that tub done. So then we've got 945, no, and 977. I have taken out ones, so there are a few ones with no sticker on the top. They're ones that the colour I'm completely done with. So nice, no, we've got no 977. So what I'll do now is I'll now bring in, now that these have shrunk down a bit, I'll bring in the 3000 numbers if I can get hold of them. So 30, we've got one, which is 3072, and that is one in my Heaven and Earth Designs. So let's see how many we can fit in. Can we fit them all in? I'm going to love this when I try and tip out and get like 2. No, I'm going to leave that and see if I've got a baggie for it for the rest of those. Any 3 3s? No. Any 3 7s? Yes, I've got 3. This is where my brain's trying to put them in order. So 3 7 only goes up to 3712. So let me get my second tub. And then my last case. So 3756 I don't have, so that will go into my normal spares. 3770 I do. So let's see how many of those will fit in. Oh, that's not the way to do it. They'll all fit in though, which is good. I've just then scattered them everywhere. Just using my finger to pick them all up. So 3770, we'll take the label off, and 3779 I don't need. So we'll put those up there. And then 3 8s. So trying to put these again in some sort of order, just so that it's easier when I'm looking through. So 3820, nope. 3821, no. 3827, no. 3856, 53, 54, 56. So 3856, we need that. And I think this might have been the one that I pinched a packet for my Heaven and Earth Designs. Pretty sure it is. But I've got some now, so that works. Then we've got 3860, which again is one that I've got, but it's quite a full pot, so we'll put that in the spares. And 3865, again, that's what I use. So that's it done with the cases. And that's how I first start it, is filling up any cases. All these need to go in my normal spares, and all these need to go in my extras box. So I'll tip them on the side so that I can actually see them. And we'll start here. So 169, I've already got a baggie for spares. So obviously the tub's been full for a while. So we'll tip all those in. Got a little bit of static going on. I think some of the static that you end up on these is from these actual containers. But give them a tap and they do shift themselves. Okay. That's just a bit of rubbish that's left in there, so we'll get that out. So that's, oh, and one lone one. So that's 169 done. 159, I've also got a bag for. So we'll tip those in. I'll do the peeling of the labels after, because that's just boring for you guys to watch. I normally do them as I'm going along, just so that it's not as tedious, but it can get tedious on its own. So see if I can get those to squeeze in. I do need to get a bigger photo box. Okay, 414, so I'm in the 400s. 414 I already have a baggie for as well. So quite a few of these now are turning into popular colours that I will have a spare bag for. Not all of them, but quite a few of them are. So let's get those 3 come out. So 414 and then 524. Okay, so I don't have a bag for 524, and I'm trying to think, all my spare baggies, I think, are in the house. Yeah, I was doing a mini project, one of these mini projects the other day, and I was bagging it up, one of these special diamond ones, and I was bagging it up as I was going along, and I've left my bags in the front room. So I'm going to pause you again and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I've rescued some stuff from inside the house. So this one, 524, and then I'm going to put -S, just because that then allows me to put them straight into the spare storage when I'm done with them for the Heaven and Earth designs. I've got like a piece of paper that I use for in the middle of the bag, and I will end up with some spare bags left over when I dekit the rounds, but they just go on a little cycle. They just get put back in the bag. So that's that one. Move the tub out of the way. So that's 524. We'll put that in with the 500s so that they're all together. And then we've got 30. Have we got any 30s? No, I've not got a bag for this one yet either. So 3072-S. I would have thought that would be one that I did have. Grab one of the baggies. Say most of these baggies have already been used before. I just put them into a little, just throw them all in with the others, and then they're there and handy when I have some projects that I need to sort of put them in a bag until I can put them away. And then 38s, we've got 3860, which we have got a bag for. Obviously a popular colour. Ooh. And I've done it again. It's those little ones, I think, tipping them out. Should use my funnel or something, but I'll do it over a tray, but you think of that afterwards. And then 3865. Now 3865 is one that is stored in this tub because of how many that I have, and it does look as though all those bags are rather full, and this one did come with a lot, so I am just going to create another bag for this. 3865-S. Oh, I went to reach for my baggies where they normally live. And a piece of paper insert. And let's stick all those in. There's quite a few bags of this that I got when I first got these paintings, and there's not so many now, but there's a bit of static. So got out what I can, and I'm just going to use my finger to sort of brush down the side. I tend to find that loosens them up a bit, at least hopefully enough that I can get them into this bag. So static's not awful, it's just a little bit. Oh, now I'm making a mess. This is going to be one of those videos, guys, you're going to see how things don't always go as they're supposed to. So already my cheese box that I was going to use for storing diamonds, it could work if I wanted to get the ones in these pots out of the pots, but it's not doing what I hoped it would do. Let me see if I can just get these out. No fight with them anymore. There we go. So tub's empty, and then let's see if I can get them into the bag. So say when you actually work with these, I didn't find that the static was causing a problem, but for some reason that one decided to give me a bit of aggro. So that's that one labelled up, and that can go in with those spares if it can fit. Might have to go in sideways, but it's there. So that is all the Heaven and Earth design side of things done. So that spare box can go away. So now I'm just moving everything out of the way so that we can go into just normal how I put my spares away. So if you're not doing a Heaven and Earth Designs, or of course any crazy project like I'm doing, start from now. This is how I would just normally put spares away. So I'm just going to move the stuff off the top of my boxes. So I use these photo boxes from Hobbycraft. I do have a video on how I created these, and this is how I store my spares. So I do have a little tag for each number. Sorry about that, my memory card filled up. Shows how much filming I'm getting done today. So yeah, this is how I normally store them. So we go to 168. I have a bag for round and a bag for square. There are quite a few now that don't have the, you know, the piece of paper in that I use to help a little bit with rigidity. I'm only putting that in now as I get to each number. I don't want to sit there and go through the whole box. So as I'm putting colours away, if I find that it hasn't got a piece of paper, just to help the bag stand up that little bit, I'm putting it on, putting it in. So 168, and we'll tip all those in. We've got a bit of static going on with this one as well. So I think some of it is these tubs, because I didn't particularly notice static at all when, not that I remember. I definitely didn't have it when working on it. I am putting them together even if there is slightly different shading. I did used to do separate by company. So I would do separate for example, Ever Moment, I would keep separate. I don't bother anymore. Just because I don't really want to go over the 2 boxes for standard diamonds that I've got. Though in some instances, so if we go in here now, 318, this is one that is still split up into all separates. So I'll show you what I've been doing with this. Let me just, in fact, I even put them in the wrong tub. So 318, this is what they should be like. So obviously I've gone to put some diamonds away and not realised that I'd put them in the wrong place. So first off, I'm going to combine the rounds together because I definitely only need 1 bag for rounds, though I have enough rounds spare often. So that's rounds, and then I'll just peel off that label and that bag will just get reused. Then I used to keep the spares in sort of packets, and then I would keep Ever Moment spare as well. And of course I've got a big bag here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck just a piece of paper in there for a little bit of rigidity. I do try to get it across the back, but of course a few diamonds may go a bit funny. And then I'm going to see if I can fill this up, fill up that bag a bit more so that it's full, because then of course that will help it stand up. So that's that. And then what I'll do with these is, again, rather than having them separate, I'm now taking off the stickers so that I can reuse the bags. I just put them all in one. I just undo them all, because there's only so much packaging and storage and stuff that I want to keep, and it helps if I open the bag first, doesn't it? So we'll prop that up. And a lot of these have been done now as I've been de-kitting projects, but there's some, obviously like this one, that I put in the wrong place. I put in the slot for 319 rather than 318, that haven't got done, or I've not had that number since. Oh, see, that's round. Okay, I'll put those away in the rounds in a minute. Shows I am at least starting to pay attention to stuff, even if I've been losing diamonds here, there and everywhere. But hey, it's real life, guys. That's what you're getting. So 318. So it seems to have quite a few of those left. And then we'll pop this round one in with the rounds. These were all in the same bag. Normally I would have had those in a separate bag. I must have missed it on an earlier occasion as well. And then I'll just try and flatten out as much air as I can so that they can stand up. And we'll make sure that they actually go in with the 318s. And then I'll just get rid of those little baggies. Okay, so then we go on to 413. 413 is here. So I've got a bag of rounds, again, that's not got the paper in. So I'll put that in now, just to help with that little bit of rigidity. And I've not got one. I need to pull out some more. I just pre-cut a load. Not got one in this one either. And this bag's getting quite full, but we'll see if we can get them all into the same bag. Use the other one to prop it up. There we go. And then just make sure that the air's all squashed out as I close it. Just because this box has only just got enough space for the diamonds, never mind any space for air. And then 415. So the round I've done. The square I've put a thing in, but I've still got Ever Moments separate. I may have been having a lazy day. So let's get those in first off. So that's those all in. And then let's see if we can get rid of this bag. Ooh. Obviously, either I've popped in a few loose ones if I only had a few left from Ever Moment, or one of the bags is split. But I'm just going to tip them all in together, because if I ever do, I mean, the main reason for keeping spares, bar my project, the main reason for keeping spares is in case I ever get a diamond painting where either something happens to some diamonds, so that, you know, I lose them, misplace them, you know, they get knocked everywhere. And I just decide to hoover them up, or if I actually run out on any painting, that's the reason I keep them. Well, if that happens, I can just tip them into a tray and figure out what's the closest shade or what colour I want to use. It's just not worth keeping them separate. Okay, so 600, 647. So again, these are completely different shades, but I have bags for them. So I'm just going to pop in the paper. So this is why this de-kitting or putting away your spares can take a while. But I do quite enjoy it sometimes. I feel like I've, you know, got straight with some projects, got tidied up, nice clean slate, ready to kit up some new ones. So that can be fun. Okay, so that's 647, all nice and tidy. And then we'll, if I can get the cards to split up again, we'll get that one in there. And then 648. We've definitely got a few different shades here, and I've got quite a few different baggies. So we've got round, which I've obviously kept separate because they're two completely different colours. I'm now over that. They might be two different colours, but they're just going in. Obviously, some companies have different shading. If I need some spares, I'll pick which one I need. And then 648. So I'll get in my piece of paper. we'll get them tipped in from this last painting, which again is a different shade. And then I've got 2 spare packets in here as well. So I've ended up saving a load. I've already ended up saving a bulk amount of baggies just by combining these together. And less baggies means it takes less space in my storage, which is good for me. So that's 648. Come on, card. We're getting tidier. Okay, 761. No, 712. I'm looking at it then, I'm thinking 761, that's a completely different, yeah, I got it wrong. My battery is about to go as well. And I could do with visiting the ladies' room. So maybe we'll pause there. I'll visit the ladies' room, change the battery, and we'll finish this off. Okay, I'm back. Battery's changed. Visited the ladies' room, little girl's room, and made a brew. This is a I am filming so many videos today of reviews, some of which may be up, some of which won't, dekittings and all sorts. So, if you have a look here, I've actually got all squares. Some of these are Evermoment, some of them aren't, because I did used to keep them separate. I'm not as precious anymore. Maybe it's because I've not had to dip into my spares as much as maybe I thought, or maybe it's because I'm just running out of space. So I'm going to tip these all in together. So the Evermoment diamonds are a nicer quality, but I never run out on an Evermoment anyway. So I'm not likely to, you know, to need to keep an Evermoment for an Evermoment painting, and I just don't have the storage. So they're just all going together, and hopefully they will take a lot less space. So already I've gone from having 4 bags in this section to just having the 1. I've got bits flying around everywhere. So let's get 712 in. I will peel all the labels off my bags and put them in my spare bag storage off camera, as well as sorting out all the stickers off these tubs. But there's only so much you guys want to see. So 712, it's gone from 4 bags to 1. Hopefully that will save a little bit of space, even though I've put more diamonds in. 762. Oh, we're getting all the numbers today, aren't we? So we've got round and packets of round, and then we've got square. These must all be colours that I've not used for a while. And then again, I can't remember. Oh, no, I did do a square. The Diamond Art Club was a square. I was trying to think when was the last time I finished a square and packed it up, but I have done. I know I've been doing a lot of rounds lately because I've been enjoying doing the bite-size fan cells paintings, and most of them are round. I've only recently found out that they've got square ones, but I'd already placed an order that had rounds, so I'm sure if I do end up doing another series of unboxings from fan cells after the one that I'm currently doing, I'm sure there'll be some squares in there. But I do like both types of paintings. They are all different colours. Oh by Jove, look at the different colours of that for 762. It's a good job I've got over it, hasn't it? Otherwise I'd have multiple bags. Okay, and I'll combine the rounds while I'm here, just because I tend to do it by colour. One of these days I might go through them all, but there's only so much time in the day, isn't there? And as much as I enjoy this, and this is a nice change, I love kitting up. de-kitting. I do quite enjoy it, but there are times I'd much rather just be sitting there diamond painting. Okay, so that's 762. So we're nearly getting to the end of my first box of spares, which goes up to the 800s. So 822. Ah, we've got a straightforward one here, one round, one square. We'll just pop the paper in and then bob the diamonds in. 822. And these are a different colour as well, completely different colour. Look at that for difference. And the rounds I think are somewhere in between. But they're not DMC threads, which tend to be the same, so we work with what we've got. So that is the first box done, say up to the end of the 800s, and then my next box has 900s, 3000s, and then it has the Diamante ones. There are some here that I have an absolute load of, and I might need to sort something out for that, because I don't think I need to keep hold of that many. Okay, so 927, we've got 2 here because we've got packets. This means that my de-kitting takes a little bit longer because I am combining stuff that or avenues that I've done this in the past. But eventually they will all be done and it will just be a straight tip into the bag like that. So that's 927, and then 928. Oh look, I've obviously had 928 recently. Has the paper in, all in one bag. So we'll tip those in. Got a little bit, yeah, we've got a little bit of static on this one. So we'll get out the tray. It's easier to bash them all into the tray and then get the tray to pop them in the bag, because then I can give them a tap and a push. So that's 928. And then 945. Again, this is one that I've already done. A few different shades in this one as well. But then it becomes a lot simpler. Just a matter of tipping the tub in and job's done. And 977. Again, that's one that I've also done. A few different shades in this one as well. But we're over that. At least they're done. Oh, I should put something in place when I take them out, but then I feel like that could take me even more time. Okay, so 37, so 3756 straight up. That is this one here that I have bags and bags of. This one looks to be the one that's still got some room. I remember this was the colour that was the background of the New York painting I did from Evermoment. Evermoment always end up with a lot of spares, and because it was a very, very big part of that painting, I ended up with a lot left over. So then we've got 3779. Have we got a baggie in here? Is it? Oh, it's rounds. So we don't have a bag for this, so we'll pull out one of the spares, and then I want 3779-S to say that it's a square. So we'll pop those in, and then I'll give the label just a little bit of chance to dry. Oh, I need some more paper. I got more cut? I have. Thought we were going to be having another break, people. Not that you see the break as much, but thought I was going to have another break. 3779, so we got one round, one square. We'll pop a piece of card in, a piece of paper in the round while we're here. Though I've still got to put my rounds away. Okay, so then we've got 3, 8, 20. Oh, have I got any of those? No. 3, 8, 20 I've not. So again, we'll do a label. 3, 8, 20-S. And I'll use one of the baggies that have been left over. Quite a lot left over. So Sophie's Beauty do leave a lot of diamonds. They do give you the extra. 3, 8, 20 and then 3, 8, 21. I've got quite a few bags in here as well. So I've got squares that I've kept separate because they're 2 different colours. These are again quite a stark contrast between the two. Have to make sure you're over it before you start tipping all these in. But that's just because trying to split them back up again would take quite a bit. But I'm definitely over it. As long as I've got them, if I ever need a colour or ever run out of something, I can find the colour that I need to finish it. I've run out of colours once. It was right at the beginning and it was a colour I didn't have. Kindly somebody sent me them. Oh, I cut that off a bit too harshly. Yeah, kindly somebody did send me them, so I was able to finish the painting. And of course I've had the colouring painting since, but it was not nice having to wait. As kind as that person was, I still had to wait, and that wasn't nice. Okay, and then 3, 8, 2, 7, which we don't have. So let's write ourselves a label so it's got a chance to dry. 3, 8, 2, 7-S. Baggie, paper, and then drills. These big tubs definitely tip in a little bit nicer. I've got one trapped. See? It's trapped in there. There we go. Probably would have been a bit cleaner with a pair of tweezers, but a pen worked. 3, 8, 2, 7. So there we go. That's all my spares put away for the squares, which is a mixture of the Heaven and Earth Designs and normal spare storage. I'm going to get all the labels off these and all the labels off my baggies, and I'll do another video with me putting away all the rounds because I'm conscious that this one is quite long. I also need to switch batteries around on my charger because it's the amount of filming I'm doing is taking its toll on both my memory cards and my batteries. I may even have to get some, you know, processed and uploaded so that I can clear some memory cards. But we'll see how we go. At least there's content coming for you guys. So if you enjoy the de-kitting videos, keep an eye out. I'm de-kitting a load of rounds next. Quite a few projects all at once. Though of course this has just been one project. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Just going to tidy up and I realised I didn't deal with the 5200s. How bad am I? So these I actually put in my in the beginning because in DMC terms the colour is B5200. So I've always bobbed these right in the front as like the first number because it comes with a B. So I've just had a look, and the baggie that I've got for squares is quite full. Have I got a baggie here without a label on? yeah, it's pretty full, and there is a load of these. So I'm going to pop all of these into a fresh one, and this one pretty much fills one already. A little bit of static on these, but not a lot actually. They've all come out pretty easy, only a couple of escapees, and that's pretty much filled the bag, hasn't it? So that was a wise move. So yeah, a little bit of bonus content for you because I forgot a number. So now I'm done. I'll get tidied up and I'll get started on the next video, which will be the rounds. So thanks again for watching and for staying if you caught this extra little tidbit, and I'll speak to you all again soon.